So, hello everyone, my name is Sarthak Vanzari and I am going to explain what is ELIF and what are its applications in this topic. So, ELIF stands for as if and it helps us handle multiple conditions in a program. It makes our code smarter by allowing it to choose between many options instead of just two. Now let's head to the next topic. I'm in next slide. So what is ELIF? We should understand what is ELIF. So ELIF is nothing but it's just a bridge between if and else. It connects two together. So I have written the whole part what is ELIF in here, you can see, but I will explain you in a very short and smarter way. What's written over here is that when the if condition is false, Python checks the ELIF conditions one by one. As soon as the one condition becomes true, its code block runs and the rest are skipped. If none of the conditions are true, then the else block executes. Okay, so here is what it was written over here. Now let's move on. So we have is that the basic syntax of ELIF statements. You can see that we start with an if condition followed by one or more ELIF conditions and an optionally else in the last. Python checks each condition in order from top to bottom and stops when it finds the first true condition. It's the major crux over here. So here you can see I have created what I wanted to say is that over here when we apply ELIF statements, before we apply if condition and the if condition is false, then the Python moves to the condition 2, and if the condition 2 is also false, then it moves to the third condition. ELIF statement, not the else condition. We use ELIF statements over here, and if we say that this the second situation ELIF condition is true, then the code blocks over here, it doesn't move forward. Sorry for my drawing over here. Okay, so now let's move on to the next slide. We have is okay, so practical applications or practical examples decisions with ELIF conditions. Okay, so first over is that the traffic light example. So wait, let me clear it for you. The traffic light system. Okay, so let's take a real life example as we have taken over the traffic light system. So what we have done here is, if the light is red, it prints stop. If it's yellow, it prints caution, and if it's green, it prints go. This shows how ELIF helps us handle multiple conditions clearly and efficiently. Now our second practical example is grade calculator. Wait, okay, as you can see over here, the grade calculator is that if the score is 90 or above, the grade is A. If it's 80 or above, the grade allotted to the student is B, and if it's lower, the grade allotted is C. I'm sorry for that, and otherwise it's F. So here we can see that the ELIF helps us check ranges step by step. And the last we have taken example is the weather advice. In weather advice, if it is very hot, we wear light clothes. If it's moderate, it's a perfect day. And if it's cold, we wear a jacket. Otherwise, we bundle up. So here is the ELIF statements and the three major I have taken for you to understand how can we use ELIF statements properly. So it also makes us helps in making decision making simple and readable format. Now let's move on over here. So when to use ELIF and nested if statements. You must be familiar with the word nested. Nested means one over other or one by one. Here nested if means if we take in a condition if, then apply one more if, and go on. It's called nested. Now we will compare the ELIF and nested if statements when to use. So we use ELIF when only one condition should be true, like grading or traffic signals we saw the above examples. And we use nested if when the condition depend on each other or when multiple conditions need to be checked together. So ELIF is better for clean and simple decision chains. You can see over here what I've written is I've told you in a short and smarter way. Now let's move on. We will recap what I have taught you or what I have explained you in a very smarter way. I will do it very short. Okay. So always remember that the order matters in ELIF. Keep your code simple and readable, and always include an ELIF to handle unexpected cases. Using ELIF properly makes a code efficient and easy to understand. So thank you. That was all about ELIF in Python. Thank you.